We are nearing the end of summer, which means cold and flu season are on the way. And even with school about to be back in session, it's a great time to get in touch with the doctor for a checkup. Chief Medical Director and President of Optum, Utah, Dr. Chad Bittner is joining me now in the sponsored interview to talk how we can have better health. Welcome.
Thank you.
We haven't seen you in a minute. I hope your summer has been going well.
It's going great. I hope yours is as well.
Always happy to have you here. And we're talking about the importance of those regular doctor checkups. Even if you think, I don't need to, I'm fine. It's important. Why?
Well, it's important to see your doctor when you're sick because they want to make sure that they can do the best to help you get well. But even before you get sick and to help prevent that illness from happening, it's important to get in for an annual check with your doctor to make sure that all the things are getting checked up on to make sure things aren't starting to develop that could be a problem later.
Tell us about that preventative care. I'm somebody who really lets things go, and it's been a few years. Why is it important to stay on top of it?
Well, prevention is so much easier than treatment. So, it's important to stay on top of those things. And as we go through life, there are different recommendations on things that you should be doing as screenings or checks to make sure that there's not an underlying problem. That goes from the moment you're born to getting all your immunizations and your well checks to when you become an adult, getting in there for your annual exams, and then also more frequently if you develop any kind of health problems that need to be treated and checked up on a regular basis.
It's such a good reminder. I think sometimes we think about taking the kids to the pediatrician,
Yep.
We check in with them, but we forget the parents need to be checking in too. Let's talk about the Optum Mobile Clinic and how that is so accessible and helps.
Yeah, so Optum Mobile Clinic is a 45-foot long mobile clinic. It's bright orange with the big Optum logo. You can't even miss it. There it is on the screen. And it allows us to go to places where people don't have access to health care, to provide those screening visits and exams to make sure that you're being well as well for all of our Optum members.
And you have pulled that clinic right up outside of our station. We've all been able to look around it. It is just so incredible inside what you have traveling around. Let's talk about the screenings that might be right for men and women, and what ages we should be doing what.
Yeah, so annual exams are important for everybody, especially in the adult ages. But as you age, more things are more important. So for women, you want to talk to your provider about when is the time to start getting breast cancer screening performed. How often should you get a annual pap smear and all those things done as well? And that varies by who you are, what your age is, and different things in your life or exposures that you may have had for all those things. Colon cancer screening, when you turn 45 now, it was 50, now it's 45. And it even may be earlier if you have family history. So you really need to make sure you're communicating with your provider about who you are, but also who your family is and what your past history has been.
Oh, so important to check in with your family too and really know that history.
Yep.
What are some things we should ask prior to a screening?
So we want to ask, well, what's the screening for? What are we going to find out? And if we do find out something, what are we going to do with that information? You want to find out, is this really recommended for me at this time, or should I be waiting or doing it sooner or later? And you also want to ask, because everybody wants to know, how much is this going to cost? Many times, at least for Optum members, when we do screening things, there's really no cost, and that may be the same for you, for your insurer as well. You want to check and make sure you know what you're getting into.
Yeah, absolutely. And then last but not least, what happens when we get results? Where do we go from there?
So you get your results. Hopefully they're normal results, and then you'll just be recommended to stay on a normal screening regimen or time frame. But if there's something found out, that's going to depend on what's found out and what the treatment plans are if we do find something on those screenings.
Optum is so wonderful and offering so many incredible services. Adults 55 and over taking advantage of everything there at Optum. Tell us where to go to learn more.
So you can go to our website, which is optum.com/Utah, and you can find all the information there.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. So good to see you, Dr. Bittner.
Good to see you as well.